Alright. I tried to record this but my phone died. Alright, anyway. Alright, so welcome back. Or if you're new, or which is welcome if you've never seen one of these before. Oh, hold on. Alright. Yeah, welcome back to the walkthrough, the read through of the NIV, the NIV Bible translation. The NIV stands for New International Version, and this video is going to be going through chapter 10 and 11. And so this chapter is I'm doing two chapters instead of one because that's what the track reading program in my student Bible thing says to do. And because most of it is lineage. Is lineage listing. So yeah, let's get into it. If you want to see if you want to see more, you can check out the playlist that's in the top. That's linked in the top right corner in the first 3-4 seconds of the video. And yeah, all right, let's get into it. The Table of Nations. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, who themselves had sons after the flood. The Japhethites. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarma. The sons of Javan: Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittim, and the Rodanim. From these the maritime peoples spread out into their territories by their clans within their nations, each with its own language. The Hamites, the sons of Ham: Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush: Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramia, and Sabteka. The sons of Rama: Sheba and Denan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who grew to be a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first sinners of his kingdom were Babylon, Bedek, Akkad, and Calneh, and Shinar. From that land he went to Assyria, where he built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Ir, Kala, and Rasan, which is between Nineveh and Kala. That is the great city. Mizraim was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehabites, Nephthahites, Pathrasites, Caslahites, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorites. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites. Shut up, dog. Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. Later, the Canaanite clans scattered, and the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gerar, as far as Gaza, and then toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboiim, as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and languages, in their territories and nations. The Semites. Sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber, the sons of Shem. Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram: Uz, Hol, Gether, and Meshech. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah was the father of Eber. 2 sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg because in his time the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almadad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Diklah, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. The region where they lived stretched from Mesha towards Sephar in the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by their clans and languages and their territories and nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these the nations spread out over the earth after the flood. The Tower of Babel. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As men moved eastward, they found a plain. They found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, Come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth. But the Lord came down to see a city and the tower the men were building. The Lord said, If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they would not understand each other. The Lord scattered them from there over all the earth. They stopped building the city. The Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. Like I said when I tried to record, before, the first time, I was like, well, I'm kind of, these bring question marks into my mind. Like, I'm like, well, that's crazy, because I'm like, well, what is God's reason for doing that? Why would he not want them all to congregate together and stuff like that and build each other up and stuff? Maybe he wanted them to just spread throughout the earth and stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, like I pointed out in my last one, he's God. I mean, so it's not like I can. Who am I to really criticize him, and stuff? I mean, it's not like. I mean, he's God, so he can do whatever he wants. So it doesn't really matter whether I agree or not that he, with that decision, made all those, all that time ago. Anyway, from Shem to Abram. This is going to be talking about Shem. This is the account of Shem, and then starting the story of Abram, which I haven't finished yet. I'm only up through chapter 12. Anyway, from Shem to Abram. This is the account of Shem. 2 years after the flood, when Shem was 100 years old, he became the father of Arphaxad. And after he became the father of Arphaxad, Shem lived 500 years and had other sons and daughters. When Arphaxad had lived 35 years, he became the father of Shelah. And after he became the father of Shelah, Arphaxad lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Shelah had lived 30 years, he became the father of Eber. And after he became the father of Eber, Shelah lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Eber had lived 34 years, he became the father of Peleg. And after he became the father of Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and had other sons and daughters. When Peleg had lived 30 years, he became the father of Reu, and after he became the father of Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and had other sons and daughters. When Reu had lived 32 years, he became the father of Serug, and after he became the father of Serug, lived 207 years and had other sons and daughters. When Serug had lived 30 years, he became the father of Nahor, and after he became the father of Nahor, Serug lived 200 years and had other sons and daughters. When the Nahor lived 29 years, he became the father of Terah. After he became the father of Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and had other sons and daughters. After Terah had lived 30 years, he became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. This is the account of Terah. Terah became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran became the father of Lot. While his father Terah was still alive, Haran died in Ur, the Chaldeans, in the land of his birth. Abraham and Nahor both married. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah. She was the daughter of Haran, the father of both Milcah and Iscah. Now Sarai was barren; she had no children. Terah took his son Abram his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abram, and together they set out from Ur to the Chaldeans to go to Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. Terah lived 205 years, and he died in Haran. Alright. Alright, that was chapter 10 and 11. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and give me your thoughts down below if you have any questions or anything. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to be able to answer, but I probably won't be able to answer them, in fact. But I'm curious to kind of study any questions you have, because they may pique my interest. So yeah, next video obviously going to be Genesis chapter 12. And catch you later.